So without trying to sound too dramatic, it's the final book haul of 2020. Hi everyone, I'm here today with my final book haul of 2020. Now 2020 has been quite the year, hasn't it? Quite the year. And I've said it before, things have got a bit crazy. I bought a lot of books. Let's get cracking on the books, and in no particular order, I'm just going to pick them up as I have them here. And the first one that I've got is this one. This is the Betrayals, and this is by Bridget Collins. But I love the first book, The Binding, and so I'm very excited to get round to the Betrayals. And can I just say, sprayed edges always adds a little something to the book. But guess what? That's not the only thing. Look at this. How nice is that? Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. It's also signed as well. So this says, if everything in your life was based on a lie, would you risk it all to tell the truth? At Montvert, an exclusive academy tucked away in the mountains, the best and brightest are trained for excellence in the Grand Jeu, an arcane and mysterious contest. Leo Martin was once a student there but lost his passion for the Grand Jeu following a violent tragedy. Now he returns in disgrace, exiled to his old place of learning with his political career in tatters. Montvert has changed since he studied there, even allowing a woman, Claire Dryden. But when Leo first sees Claire, he senses an odd connection with her, though he's sure that he's never met her before. The bond between them is strengthening, but both Leo and Claire have built their lives on lies. And as the legendary Midsummer game draws closer, secrets are whispering in the walls. Now, I absolutely love The Binding. She wrote it like sort of a literary blanket. It sort of weaved in and out and wrapped itself around you tightly, and it was really hard to let go of. I loved it. It was very unique. And I think it was my first exploration into the world of magical realism, and this sounds like it might have something similar, and I've got high hopes for it because I am hoping to be wowed just as I was by The Binding, so I really have high hopes. The next book that I've got is another one that my husband brought home on a whim, and it's this one. This is Troy by Stephen Fry. Now, this is not my usual type of read, as you will know if you watch a lot of this channel. So what I think this is a reimagining of Greek mythology and the story of Troy, and I'm really interested to see what this is like. It has interesting end papers, which has sort of a timeline of events, and overall, it's just, as I say, not something I would normally read, and not something I would have bought myself. So when something's given to you, it often gives you the chance to try something new. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes, and I have an idea in mind for when and where I'm going to be reading this, because the big things are coming for me soon. Big things are coming. But it even has like photographs and things inside this book, so I'm really interested to read this and see exactly what it is. Now, the next book I've got was very kindly sent to me, and it sounds so exciting. This is a book that isn't coming out till May next year, and it's by Kari Thomas, and it's called Threadneedle, and this was the copy that was sent to me for review. It's a very big old thing. Let's see how long it is. It's around 550 pages long, and so it's going to be quite the read. But this involves magic and witches and all that sort of thing. So this sounds fantastic, and check this out. It came with a very beautiful little gold letter there as well, which is something that I love. But this says, magic and love and magic, they destroy everything in the end. And this book is about Anna, and Anna has always been warned about the danger of magic and what can happen when you use magic, and it twists and it knots, and it can have consequences. And now Anna is eagerly awaiting the ceremony that will bind her magic forever, but that is until she meets two characters who are called Effie and Attis, and they open her eyes to a London that she never knew existed. And it says, a shop that sells memories, a secret library where the librarian feeds off words, a club where revellers lose themselves in a haze of spells. But as she swept deeper into the world, Anna begins to wonder if her aunt was right all along. Is her magic a gift or a curse? Now, you know I love magic, and you know that this sort of thing sounds absolutely perfect for me. I can't wait to read it and get into the world of Anna and find out what is going on. And is a magic a curse? I don't know, but I'll be finding out soon. The next book that I've got is the newest book from Jacqueline Wilson, and it's called Love, Frankie. This is about Sally, who is dealing with a lot. Her mum's got MS, and she is a teenage girl. She's 14. But Frankie finds herself developing feelings for her friend Sally, and she wants to know if Sally likes her back, because she wants Sally to be her girl. She wants Sally to be her one and only. But somehow along the lines, Frankie's feelings for Sally come to light at school, and now she needs to find out, does Sally feel the same? I love Jacqueline Wilson's books. She covers so many topics that young children and young teenagers are facing today and in the past. I read Jacqueline Wilson when I was growing up as well, and I'm reading a lot of Jacqueline Wilson books to my daughter at the moment, and we've gone through quite a few this year actually. There's a big pile of them down there that we've been reading. I just think that she tackles topics for children and teenagers in a way that I haven't seen any other authors be able to do, and she is blunt, she's straightforward, but somehow she's also comforting, and this book sounds fantastic. You know how I said I really like it when books have got a special cover underneath the dust jacket? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I love Jacqueline Wilson, that's it. The next book that I've got was very kindly sent from Leanne from Literary Diversions, and this is The Confession by Jessie Burton. Now, I know Leanne said she didn't really enjoy Jessie Burton's A Miniaturist. I did. I like the tale and how it all played out, and I think she's mentioned that we could read this as a buddy read, so I'm looking forward to potentially doing that. So this is about Elsie who meets writer Constance, but she quickly falls under Constance's spell. Connie seems very sophisticated and bold, and she's everything that Ellie feels that she's not. And eventually Ellie follows Connie over to LA, but in this sort of glitzy setting she feels even more out of sorts and even more like she doesn't fit in. And then she makes an impulsive decision that will change her life forever. And then it says, 3 decades later, Rose Simmons is trying to uncover the story of a mother who disappeared when she was a baby. Having learned that the last person to see her was a now reclusive novelist, Rose finds herself at the door of Constant Holden's house in search of a confession. And I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic, so thank you, Leanne. The next book that I've got is one I picked up on eBay. Now, I don't know about you, but eBay is so hit and miss. Sometimes you'll buy something and people are saying it's in great condition and it arrives looking like pheasants have been living in it. Or you buy something that is second hand and people don't tell you how good it is and it arrives looking new. I ordered this book. This is Holly McNish's Nobody Told Me, and I ordered this and it was down as being second hand and in good condition, which I was expecting to mean frayed and looking like pheasants have lived in it, but this actually looks brand new. So I picked this up after somebody shared on an Instagram story a video of Holly reading out one of her poems about parenthood, and it really spoke to me and I loved it. And so I went and picked up a book, and this is the things that no one tells you after you have a baby, but it seems quite emotional. So this is like a mix of diary entries and poems and things about parenthood, and there was something about the reading of the poem that I stumbled upon and it gave me chills. So I can't wait to read this. I have 2 children myself, and there are a lot of things people don't tell you. There are a lot of things people don't tell you about having kids, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say on the matter, because I know not everybody has kids and I know not everybody's interested in kids, but I can't wait to read this and see if I find it as relatable as I did the one poem that I heard her reading out. The next book that I've got is another one that was sent to me. This is The Summer Job by Lizzie Dent, and this is obviously a proof copy. This book won't be coming out till next year, but this sounds like a book that's going to be a lot of fun. So this is about Birdie, who many of us have often imagined running away and starting a new life, and Birdie didn't just imagine it, she did it. But unfortunately she didn't start her own life. She has jumped into the life of her friend Heather. However, her best friend Heather has no idea that Birdie has essentially stolen her life. Now Birdie has got to carry off a summer in a luxury Scottish hotel pretending to be Heather. However, Heather just happens to be a world-class wine expert, which Birdie is not. And she also has to try not to fall in love with the first man that she's actually liked. However, he thinks she's someone else, and this sounds like a lot of fun. The final book that I picked up, you'll be glad to know, is this beauty. This is The Complete Grimm's Fairy Tales. I saw it, I wanted it, I bought it. It's really pretty, it's Grimm's Fairy Tales. It has lovely little end covers. What can I say, I'm a sucker for beautiful books. So that was a bit of an epic. I can already tell you that I know 2021 is not going to have as many book hauls. It's been quite the year, hasn't it? So as usual, let me know if you've read any of them, let me know if you're going to, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.